Hello and welcome. One of the fallouts of the big US election this weekend, which finally ended and went in favor of the Democratic candidate Joe Biden, is that we will see a 180-degree turn in America's position on climate change. President-elect Joe Biden has already laid out a US $2 trillion clean energy and infrastructure plan, a commitment to rejoin the Paris Agreement, and a goal of net zero emissions by 2050, and basically restoring an unprecedented global effort to deal with the climate crisis. But until then, what of us back home? We're a week away from Diwali, and already a thick haze has engulfed the Delhi NCR region. Visibility has been greatly reduced. The air quality index in Delhi, Gurgaon and Faridabad all rise in the 400 and above severe category. At this level of air quality obviously seriously impacts those with existing health problems and diseases, but it even affects healthy people. And this is even as medical experts are now saying that pollution makes people more susceptible to COVID, and Delhi's COVID cases we're seeing are continuously rising. We've recorded 6,973 new cases yesterday. That's the fifth consecutive day that Delhi has recorded over 6,000 cases. So how does one tackle pollution? Some states have taken the initiative and banned crackers. Is that feasible? What kind of impact will that have? I mean, especially look at Karnataka and Haryana. They've now gone and done a U-turn on that ban. But before we get to all of that, I want to go across first to Dr. Randeep Guleria, the director of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. He's India's leading pulmonologist. Dr. Guleria, thank you for your time as usual. The fifth consecutive day that Delhi has recorded over 6,000 cases. What exactly is the connection between pollution and COVID-19?
So there are a lot of articles which have looked at the connection between COVID-19 and air pollution. There's also one article published in 2002-2003 from China which looked at the relationship between SARS, which is also a coronavirus, and showed that in China during that time also, when air pollution levels were high, in those parts where air pollution levels were high, there was a higher mortality. More recently, if you look at data, there is one paper from northern Italy which again did a study which looked at districts where air pollution levels were very high and tried to correlate that with excessive deaths. And they found that with each increase in PM 2.5 by 1 unit, the mortality actually rose by 9%. More recently, there is a pre-print paper which has come from the United States, which has looked at mortality in the US and correlated that with air pollution, again showing a link between higher cases and more deaths when you have high levels of air pollution. So this year, I think it's going to be a huge concern for the Indo-Gangetic belt, because we're already seeing the pandemic causing a huge number of cases. And with air pollution levels rising to the severe category, we will have more cases and even more severe cases, which will cause a huge burden as far as hospital resources are concerned.
So China in the same situation, at least Beijing fixed its pollution problem. Will India? But doctor, I just want to clarify again. I'm unclear. Are we saying that the number of cases also goes up because of pollution and because of the cold, or are we saying that there are likely to be more deaths? There's an increased risk of COVID deaths, that someone who had comorbidities or serious health issues, who got coronavirus 2 months ago, and the same person, if they got coronavirus today, a week before Diwali or after Diwali, they would react, respond, recover very differently.
So exactly, the mortality is much higher. That means if you're getting coronavirus now, because of the air pollutants that you're breathing in, your lungs and your blood vessels are already having some degree of inflammation. There is still some degree of sort of decrease in your immune response as far as the body is concerned. And therefore, if you now get COVID-19 infection, it's more likely that because of all these factors, it can be more severe, requiring hospitalization. And that is true for those who have already an underlying respiratory or heart disease. And this has also been linked with high death rates.
Okay, so now that that is clear and out of the way and nobody is disputing whether this is true or not, these are studies well known, understood, what extra precautions should one take now in this pollution season? And for example, what masks are we to wear? Are we supposed to wear the 3-layered cloth masks for COVID? Are we supposed to wear the N95 masks or the VOG mask for pollution? Like, which one do we pick?
Yeah, so this has now become an issue because when we talked of COVID-19, we were talking predominantly of droplet infections.
Yeah.
Particles which were larger in size, more than 5 microns, and a single layered cloth mask was good enough because these were much larger particles and would get blocked by a cloth mask. But when we're talking of air pollution, we're talking of PM 2.5, that is particles of 2.5 microns. We're also nowadays talking of what we call ultra fine particles, which are even less than 1 micron. And therefore, you will need to have masks which are a little better, either a 3-layered surgical mask or a 3-layered cloth mask at least. If you want to be really very careful, then probably an N95 mask during the winter months would be a better option to tackle both air pollution and exposure to COVID-19.
Okay. And Doctor, lastly, 1 week away from Diwali, this whole debate about cracker bans. As a pulmonologist, as a doctor who treats patients, will the cracker ban help? Would you say there should absolutely be no bursting of crackers this Diwali?
So I'd like to start off by wishing everyone a very, very happy Diwali. And I would really plea and make this plea to everyone that this year, please have a cracker-free Diwali. Let it be a festival of light. Don't burn crackers and have people having worsening of the respiratory symptoms. With the pandemic happening and the number of cases that we're seeing now, this is one year that we need to really pull up our socks and make Diwali a festival where there are no crackers at all. We've seen this every year, and this year is special. So this year is something that we really need to work aggressively so that there are no crackers during Diwali this time.
And, there are some shortcuts everybody's trying to say. We've seen reversals, U-turns on these cracker bans, trying to find ways out. Some governments, Karnataka government saying it's okay to use green firecrackers. As a doctor, as a pulmonologist, are green crackers any less impactful on one's lungs, on the human lungs?
I don't think there's data for that. I would say all crackers which produce smoke can be harmful, and we know that even these green crackers do at times release noxious gases, which can also cause acute effect as far as the lungs are concerned. I think all crackers we should stop and ban. I do understand that there is a little bit of a concern as far as the economy of these persons who are making this or doing this business is concerned, but the cost as far as health is concerned is far more when we try and balance it out. So I think it's very important that we have a policy and we start moving to a strategy where in the long term we have a cracker-free Diwali as a sustainable solution.
Long-term cracker-free, all right. And of course, this also includes, you talked about the economy. There's an economic impact on, let's say, traders, manufacturers, understood. There's also an economic impact on doctors and nurses and everybody who's on the front line who have been working for 8 months. And to see at the end of all of these 8 months, everybody's going out and bursting crackers. But thank you, Dr. Guleria, for joining us. Despite all of that, thank you, Dr. Guleria. Despite all of that, we don't see. This is the voice of India's leading pulmonologist. Yet we don't see any visible efforts really by our governments to fight pollution, while the people of the NCR continue to suffer. The central government's newly formed Air Quality Commission is yet to hold even its first meeting. Let's get down to our show. Let's bring in the voices of the people. We have Manas Fuloria join us. Manas, you are apart from your professional aspects, I'll get to that, but you are a resident of Gurgaon. You have a business background, you run a software development, a tech company, you understand both sides. As Dr. Guleria pointed out, there is an economic side to this, but what is your reaction to your government saying that now for 2 hours you can sell crackers?
You see, I think for some strange reason, air pollution has been seen as a middle-class fad or a middle-class pastime. And the will to attack it is sort of lacking. It's not seen as a health emergency. If you look at what we did for COVID, which was very dramatic and drastic even, we did not need a central agency to go ahead, to be constituted to go and attack the problem of COVID. We just did it, right? And we did it really well. And we just see that lacking in the case of air pollution. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that some of these governments are BJP governments, some are Congress governments, some are AAP governments. But whatever it is, the people are suffering, and we do really need all the governments, but especially the union government, to step in and address this with a strong will.
You see, post the US elections, you've heard BJP leaders come out and say Trump lost because they weren't able to manage the coronavirus situation in the United States, unlike what Prime Minister Modi has done back home here. Mr. Vijay Jolly, is the BJP really serious at all to tackle this matter? You have the Haryana Chief Minister saying you can sell crackers for 2 hours. You have the Karnataka Chief Minister saying, okay, let's have green crackers. I mean, this is a mockery of the ban, of the seriousness the government claims that it's tackling this problem with.
You see, it is not a question of tackling the crisis when we reach the bridge. The knee-jerk reaction by the respective governments, much before Diwali comes in, much after the COVID hits the people of the country.
Both of these states are BJP states.
Well, you see, the BJP has a clear-cut policy. We are for the people and in support of any measure which provides healthcare in such a polluted environment. Now, in the capital, I every day read, see and hear the blame game, the knee-jerk reactions. You have a COVID, you have a pollution. The government comes with knee-jerk reactions day by day, week by week, and month by month. If the government was serious enough, at least I can talk about the Delhi government since I am a citizen of the capital NCT. The government should have come up with a policy 6 months, 3 months, 2 months in advance.
Okay, you're talking about the Aam Aadmi Party government. We'll bring in Raghav Chadha. But before that, I want to go, though you're not talking about the Karnataka and Haryana governments, which are BJP governments. Similarly, if you're saying AAP should have acted 8 months before, surely you should be at least be willing to say that so should have the Karnataka and Haryana governments. But Bhavreen Khandari, please come in. She's an environmentalist, a member of the My Right to Breathe campaign. Bhavreen, Mr. Jolly is touching upon an important point. The BJP stand, the Karnataka Chief Minister also says that he took this step in the interest of the people. Which people are these governments talking about?
You see,
absolutely. This is so ridiculous. I mean, to actually bring crackers now, like Dr. Guleria is very clearly specified, and we have so many studies in the last few weeks and couple of months. It's so clear that it's the worst disaster. It's going to, double and triple the COVID and air pollution together. So there is just no way. I mean, why don't we do things with an intent? This is such a simple thing that our children are choking, whether it's ours, whether it's a citizen, whether it is a BJP politician or an AAP politician. Everybody is suffering. So what is this difference of opinion? There is absolutely no question of any festival. It's not about Diwali. Any crackers on any festival or any occasion during the year or years. You know, for a mother like me, my kids who are teens, to know that their lungs are of a smoker or for so many years, it anyway doesn't make sense. I mean,
okay.
Who will want to?
So there is a citizen like you as a mother. You're saying you're worried about your children, your daughters. Why, if they're not even smokers, do their lungs feel and perform like the lungs of a smoker? But the government saying, Mr. Jolly saying over there, the Karnataka Chief Minister saying that they need to look out for traders and manufacturers and factory owners and producers. So hold on, let's get in one of them. Rakesh Kumar Yadav joins us now. Mr. Yadav, studies are showing 17% of India's COVID deaths could be linked to pollution. The Indian Medical Association says 13% of increase in Delhi's coronavirus cases is due to air pollution. Mr. Yadav, I'm sure you must also be a parent. आप भी parent होंगे. How do you then respond? Sarkar कह रही है in the interest of the people, but surely this is a pandemic year. The economy is very important, but what about the lives of our children? इस साल तो क्रैकर्स को बैन करने चाहिए.
देखिए, सरकार का जो डिसीजन है कि क्रैकर्स नहीं बिकने चाहिए, नहीं छोड़ने चाहिए, मैं इस निर्णय से सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया होने के नाते, एक फादर होने के नाते बिल्कुल एग्री टू 100%. लेकिन बिटवीन एनजीटी, दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में किसी भी तरीके कोई सामंजस्य नहीं था, कोई अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं थी. उसकी वजह से एक आम व्यापारी को परेशानी हो रही है. 138 नियर अबाउट लाइसेंस और सदर बाजार में 11 लाइसेंस हैं, जिसमें इनको लाइसेंस दिए गए सुप्रीम कोर्ट की गाइडलाइन के अकॉर्डिंगली कि भाई आप ग्रीन पटाखा बेचेंगे, ग्रीन पटाखा मार्केट में छूटेगा। तो ये सब लोगों ने एश्योर्ड होने के बाद लाइसेंस लिए और लाइसेंस लेने के बाद एक ह्यूज क्वांटिटी के अंदर पटाखा उन्होंने अपने दुकानों में रख लिया। जब 8 दिन लाइसेंस पटाखे बेचते हुए हो गए, फिर एनजीटी ने राय मांगी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से और उन्होंने पटाखा बैन कर दिया। तो मैं कह सकता हूं कि 138 लोग जितने भी हैं वो उनकी दिवाली काली हो गई सिर्फ सरकार की अदूरदर्शिता की वजह से। अगर एनजीटी और सरकार और सुप्रीम कोर्ट की गाइडलाइन को एक पहले आपस में डिसाइड कर देता तो ये पहले ही डिसाइड कर देते, क्योंकि ये मालूम था हमें कि पैंडेमिक की बीमारी चल रही है, कोरोना चल रहा है, पराली की वजह से कोई सरकार ने कोई अरेंजमेंट नहीं कर पाए। तो ये पहले से डिसाइड हो जाना चाहिए था कि ना दिल्ली के अंदर पटाखा बिकेगा ना कोई छोड़ेगा। तो अगर ये विजन बिल्कुल क्लियर होता सरकार का या हमारे गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन का, मैं समझता हूँ इतनी पैनिक सिचुएशन नहीं होती। और जो सरकारें अपना यू टर्न ले रही हैं, ये भी बड़ी एक अपने आप में बड़ी दुखद बात है।
But Mr. Yadav, this is a year where everybody is making a sacrifice. No, सबको cost हुई है। हमारे बच्चे, children have lost an entire academic year. Migrants को देखो उनके साथ क्या हुआ था. Nobody is coming to fight for them. But Raghav Chadha respond over here, Vijay Jolly and Mr. Yadav basically claiming that the government didn't think about this far ahead enough. I think Bhavreen is also pointing that out. Why is it that we have to wait for a pandemic year, that we have to wait for Diwali to come, and then we see, these major steps being taken?
No, first of all, even last year and last year, we saw that with the intervention of respective courts, on some occasions the NGT, on some occasions the Honorable Supreme Court, that firecrackers, etc., were banned in Delhi.
Correct.
Now you have to understand that air pollution is a North India issue, and certain politicians were bearing a shirt of a particular political color may come and accuse the Kejriwal government of not acting. But I wish to make them understand that air pollution is a North India issue, and we need a North India solution. In fact, the AQI, the Air Quality Index, as we speak in cities like Lucknow, Kanpur, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Noida, is far worse than the AQI of Delhi. So it's not that it is a Delhi specific issue. And quite frankly, and I say this quite dispassionately and as a citizen of Delhi and not as an Aam Aadmi Party legislator, that if there is one chief minister that has shown the political will and the administrative might to fight air pollution, it happens to be Arvind Kejriwal. He's taken more than a dozen of steps, and it is due to the steps that he has taken, along with the support that he received from the people of Delhi, that last year CPCB, which is the union government's pollution watchdog, issued a report and said that the air quality in Delhi has improved by a whopping 25%. So we are, of course, inching towards ensuring that the air quality levels in Delhi improve. But if neighboring states, if states like Punjab, Haryana permit stubble burning unhindered, then of course, with the wind patterns and with the increase in these farm fires, the air in Delhi will become poisonous. And we are unfortunately in the middle of a raging pandemic. Both the pandemic as well as the air pollution have a very adverse impact on one's respiratory health. These are desperate times, and therefore the government is resorting to desperate measures. I really urge members from the opposition to also, understand these moves, participate in the smooth execution of these moves, and also speak to their respective state governments, a Congress government in Punjab and the Haryana government of BJP, to chip in and do their bit.
Okay. I want to just again touch on that issue of, we heard Dr. Guleria mention it, acknowledge it, Vijay Jolly touch on it, the Karnataka Chief Minister. All of this, there's a cost to the national economy on both sides, right? And the cost to the individual. Manas Fuloria, your company did a survey on how much people are spending on air purifiers, on diseases related to lungs, right? And also on work from homes and just Delhi, the livability of Delhi. What was the study about? What did you find?
Yes, so my company Nagarro and Make My Trip, we both conducted a survey, and we asked people if their family members were, prone to air-related diseases, and 50% of the employees said that they had a family member with air-related diseases. We also asked them how much they were spending to fight air pollution in a year, and the average across these two companies, about 11 or 12,000 people, was 15,000 rupees a year per family. Then we asked them if they would consider moving because of air pollution, and fully 70% said that they would prefer to move because of air pollution, and then they would prefer to take, at least 75% said they would prefer to take, to lose a salary increment if the problem of air pollution could be solved. Now with the work from home that we have with COVID, we have over 1,000 people in my company asking to move to smaller towns away from these cities. So I think we're staring at what might be a sort of a move away from the cities just because of air pollution.
Basically,
so
our cities are becoming unlivable. Mr. Yadav, we're going to be out of time. I want to ask you, sir, do you acknowledge that, yes, you're saying who will pay the costs that manufacturers of crackers, etc., have put in 1 week before Diwali if you're told you cannot sell, but who will pay? You will also have to pay the price at 15,000 that Manas is talking about in healthcare bills, medical bills for family members who've fallen sick. Either ways, you're losing money.
ये सरकारों को जवाब देना चाहिए इस बात का जो आप मेरे से पूछ रहे हैं.
नहीं, आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो ना?
नहीं, मैं
Do you acknowledge, शायद sir, जैसे there are some industries that have reached the end of their time. Every century saw the sale of certain kinds of goods and certain goods falling to the side, like cigarettes. The cigarette industry lived through its height and it has now died down. Will you at least admit that perhaps the time has come and the sales of firecrackers will have to go down? Maybe you should shift, innovate, shift to something new?
मैं मतलब बेसिकली फेडरेशन सदर बाजार का ट्रेडर्स हैं और हमारे यहाँ पटाखा बिकता है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं होता है जी.
Correct. नहीं, आप उनको represent कर रहे हो. So do you at least acknowledge, sir, that there is a cost that will be paid? On one hand, maybe you save right now in the short term, but in the long term, there will be a cost that needs to be paid?
ये पॉसिबल नहीं है हम लोगों के लिए क्योंकि बहुत फाइनेंशियली प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. इस तरीके की बड़ी दिक्कत आएगी, नो डाउट इसमें कोई बात नहीं.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. Unfortunately, we're completely out of time, but we'll try and keep the focus on this. We have a week to go for Diwali. I mean, this is similar to the coronavirus. If you go out, wear a mask because it's not just for you, it's for everybody around you, the health of everyone around you. So don't burst crackers because it's not just for you, it's for the health of all of us, everyone around you. Thank you all for joining us tonight on We the People. See you next week.